He's going to take a live pic from you in a little bit. Okay guys, so we are back out here live. We are at Dallas and Bagby. There was a big group of protesters walking this way, and then they just ran. And so now we are getting on the sidewalk here, because police were following them. We are getting out of the way. As you can see, they have a bunch of those zip tie handcuffs with them. A bunch of the protesters took off down this road, but you can see there are also police down there waiting. I'm not sure where they ran to after that, but this is kind of what's happening right now. There was a bunch of them walking, and then they all started taking off running when they saw the police coming. You can see there are still quite a few people standing around over here, police in their lines. Once again, this is at Dallas and Bagby. We were just outside the Houston Ballet. That's where they were forming. The police were forming another arrest area, and there were a few protesters over there. This group was there. They walked, that was right at Louisiana Street. They walked from Louisiana Street all the way down here to Dallas. They took a right on Dallas and then started heading down Dallas. And once they got towards Bagby, that's when they took off running and the police came. I do apologize. We are about to go live here in a little bit, guys, on KHU on air. And so if you hear me doing some mic checks, I apologize. As you can see, quite a few demonstrators still out here. A lot of police, though. The ones down at the other end have moved. They may have followed the protesters who ran. I say it's about 100 people in total maybe now over here. Like I said, they did split up from earlier. All of these started, most of these people, many of these people started down at Emancipation Park earlier today. We know yesterday they marched for about 11 hours. And so we're coming close to that today. Well, not quite yet, but it is. It's been quite some time.
Cops and clown go hand in hand. Cops and clown go hand in hand. Cops and clown go hand in hand.
Okay. We'll be live in a minute.
I did 8 good years.
Live pic or live shot? Live report. Okay. Okay. 30 seconds. Okay. 15 seconds.
I can't go home. Because when I come home, I gotta look like this. This is what y'all gonna do to me, right? I gotta look like this. 8 good years I did this country. 8 good years.
Hey, Ron. Yeah, so there's been quite a bit of action since we've talked to you last. You know, we were down by the Houston Ballet, and now we're over by Dallas and Bagby. We moved to where the protesters were. They walked down Louisiana, then took a right here on Dallas, and then it was about 100 of them. A bunch of them took off because police started running towards them, so they started running. As you can see, police have a lot of those zip tie handcuffs with them. There haven't been any arrests down here yet. A bunch of them ran off down Bagby, though, so we don't know what happened with them. There were police waiting on that end. As you can see, it is quite the tense situation. Police have formed their line here. There's just a couple dozen protesters over here, but like I said, A couple dozen appear to be coming back towards us now. And this is kind of where they've stopped for the time being. But there is still a situation down by Houston Ballet. There were still a few protesters over there, and police had set up an arrest area. So this is where we are right now, Ron, and we'll try to check back in with you in a little bit. Sounds good. Thanks, James. So guys, if you're still with us on Facebook, this is still what's happening out here.
Around you. Keep moving. We can move. We have legs.
I did my time for my country. I did 8 years of service. I still cannot get the same freedom as white America. But you want me to go and serve your country and kill Afghanistan. But I can't come home and not be killed. That's right.
So far, guys, these demonstrations have been quite peaceful. You know, we've seen a few arrests, but other than that, you can hear them chanting.
I can't breathe. 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 His name is George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. Say his name. 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 George Floyd.
Um, 6 minutes.
Where's the battery?
Oh wow, look at, there's a whole line of police coming. Sorry, the battery what? Where does it say it at? 34%?
We got one more hit?
We got one more.
Okay, we should be done. Is that our last hit?
I don't know. At 10:41, so in 6 minutes. So guys, Sergio, I don't know if you can show down there. There is a line of police over on that other end. You can just kind of see their silhouettes in front of those police cars. But over here, just a couple dozen people over here. I'm not sure where the other demonstrators went to.
Mind if we hang out with you guys?
Sure. Is it raining?
Oh, okay. Bye. No, you can hang out with you. We're just trying to get out of here, you know.
Be safe. And it's starting to sprinkle out here a little bit, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. It appears some of the protesters are having conversations with the officers, trying to get their frustrations heard.
How is this okay? Ma'am, how is this okay? How? How? I'm just complying with y'all. But you can show mercy. The same mercy we asked. Officer, how would you feel? George Floyd! George Floyd!
What's the other group though?
Oh, they ran. That's what I was just trying to figure out. I'm not sure, guys, where the other group went to. We did have more people out here. They kind of all split up when everyone started running.
We just want answers.
How far away? 3 minutes?
3 minutes, yes.
Y'all are just so okay. Just so okay. They don't change legislation, bro. They don't do nothing. They don't change nothing.
It appears some of them are starting to leave.
Watch your back because they're coming from behind.
They're going to come this way? Oops, sorry.
Don't get cornered. They're gonna
Okay, we can move over here. I'm just trying to stay out of everyone's way over here. There's police behind us and then police in front of us.
Think of this in reverse. How would you feel?
Two minutes. Did you hear me? Channel 11. As you can see, guys, they are walking back up Dallas. This is Brazos right here. This is a much smaller group than it was earlier. I'm not sure if there's another group somewhere else downtown, if they've sort of dispersed. They did all kind of split up whenever they started running. But they did leave the police line that was back there at Bagby. So we are now at Dallas and Brazos, walking up Dallas. There is a police line up there waiting for them, by the way. "30 seconds. What? Do you want to just be walking?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm ready. 15 seconds. I'm just going to start walking. It's going to show these people walking. We can stop right here if you want. Hey, Ron. Yeah, so we are now at Dallas and Smith. A small group of protesters were walking this way. You can see this is the police line right here. We're going to actually step out of their way over here off to the side. Those protesters walked that way. There were a lot more telling us to back up here, so we're going to do what we're told. There were a lot more earlier, and about 100, and then they all kind of split up when the police started running towards them. And then there was a small group. They just walked to the right around this building here. So not a big group over here. I'm not sure if there's another group of protesters somewhere else that maybe we lost. As you can see, this is the police line right here, though. There is another police line on the other side. So this is kind of the action right now. Nothing's really happened since we talked to you last. We just moved down the street, down Dallas here. And so we're going to try and get behind this police line over here, but we'll try to check back in with you in a little bit, Ron. Not a lot of action, no more arrests that we've seen. And like I said, I don't know exactly if there's another group of protesters somewhere else in downtown, but over here, it's just been a couple dozen. So hot. Okay, guys, I know you guys are still with us on Facebook. I don't know where the group went. Sergio, you want to walk this way? I don't know. Let me check. Do you see that officer right there? He's giving them instructions on where to move next. Telling these guys to get behind the other ones. And the small group of people that were walking this way, they were kind of breaking up and dispersing a little bit, but they were walking this way. I don't see them right now. There's a small group right there. Hey, Sergio.
I can't read it.
Oh, they want to end with a live peg at 10:56.
Which bag are you?
You have 25%. Sorry guys, we're also doing some live shots for our show if you're wondering. I keep talking about batteries. So this is the police line right now. They've turned around. We are now at Dallas and Smith. Lots of police cars over here. I don't see a lot of protesters, but like I said, they may be in another part of downtown because they did take off running.
That's when they said, that's like last time they was like, let's go 1, 2, 3, and they started running.
I don't know what happened, where it happened. Yeah.
Right on Main.
Sorry.
Don't come over here, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
Okay, why not, team? Let's down at Travis.
Okay, we're gonna walk this way, guys. There's some police over here, but not a lot of people. I was trying to find out if there's another area where they may be marching. Is that police up there? Headquarters? Okay, so we're walking towards police headquarters, whereas you guys saw earlier tonight, there is a heavy presence of police. They have the entire building barricaded and surrounded with officers. There's not a lot of traffic downtown tonight. I know last night they did close off the streets of downtown. I haven't heard about them doing that yet tonight. We also haven't heard of any vandalism tonight. I know last night quite a few stores and businesses had their glass shattered. And I haven't seen anything like that yet tonight or heard anything of it. But that might be happening in a different part of downtown, if it is. There are some officers up there, if you can see them. And looks like a few protesters. Quite a few, maybe. Looks like like a few dozen up there chanting. That is Milam in Dallas. Oops.
Yeah.
Can you give a live pick in 5 minutes?
That's a few people that are left.
I think maybe from that other group, guys. I'm not sure what group that they're from. They might be. Sure, we're live. Okay, sure.
No justice, no peace.
Perfect. Thank you.
I want to be on the camera.
You want to be on camera? You just were. You want to be on? Well, he's running away from me. I'm sorry. What was your name?
Rashonda.
How long have you been out here?
Almost 2-3 hours.
2 or 3 hours. Where did you guys just come from? Down?
We sit I'm about to kill.
Don't. Oh, thank you. I love that you stopped yourself. Where did you come from?
We just sit down right there, we take a break, and wait till the next crowd comes through.
So is it different groups? Have you seen a bunch of different groups?
I heard it's a different groups.
But okay, so was it one
I
at
see
one
some
point?
went that way, the other went that way, but plus be some going to the Discover, what do you call that?
Discovery Green? That's where some of them are going.
Some of them is over here, so look how he looking.
I'm just listening.
Oh.
I just didn't know if it was. I know there was a bigger group earlier, and then I think they've gotten split up over the night. Does that sound right?
It's Smokey the Bear. Come here. Hey.
He just gave you that thumbs up and said you're fine.
Well, this is my first time protesting. I'm
Okay.
kind of excited.
And how's it going for you?
Sometimes I want to cry, but I hold it in because
Yeah.
that was wrong what they did to the man. Could
Yeah.
be somebody's brother, father, and he was trying to change his life around, trying to be there for his family. They said the cop killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So it hurt me to see somebody going out like that. So it could be us or anybody. So I came out here today to show my support and show the world we out here fighting for justice. And so I hope they got that guy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to
Then,
me.
can I tell my husband something here in TDC?
It is. Okay, sure.
Donnell Lavon Williams, I'm on here live, so when you see this, fuck you!
Hey! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You're gonna get me in trouble now. I can't talk to you anymore. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Can I cancel this? I'm sorry.
You can. It's already on there.
For real?
Yeah.
They didn't see me.
They heard you though.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. So this is police headquarters. And as you can see, police are still standing. There was a small group. I think that there's a few different groups in downtown. So 2 minutes and then we'll have that live pick.
I kept butt on you.
Sorry guys, we are live, so I do apologize for any profanity. It's pretty calm over where we are right now. Hey James, we are over by HPD, if you can hear me. This will be a live pic of the police presence outside. Live pic in 15 seconds. Okay, you're clear. So does that mean we're oh, okay. We're on standby.
No, we're going.
Okay guys, I think we might be wrapping it up out here. If anything happens, we will post it on our Facebook page and all of our social media online and everything like that. But like I said, what we kind of saw happen, I think there is a small group down there, Sergio, if you want to get them, if you want to see them, there is a small group, a couple dozen people, maybe a few dozen. It looks like most of the protesters have broken up into smaller groups. We haven't heard of any big groups right now. I don't know that's not happening anywhere. The biggest group we saw was about 20 minutes ago. It was about 100 people, but they did all disperse when the police started coming towards them and they all ran. So I think that's why we're seeing smaller groups now. I don't know if there is a bigger group somewhere downtown. They've had a very large part of downtown covered. They've been going up and down a lot of streets. We've been to City Hall, over to St. Joseph's, down to Houston Ballet. Lots of police everywhere. We've seen a few arrests. I'm sure more are happening. I haven't seen any vandalism so far. It's been a pretty peaceful night, a pretty peaceful protest. And I know last night it was a little more tense, and so hopefully things do not escalate throughout the night. But I think for right now we are going to say goodbye, and hopefully, and if anything happens throughout the night, hopefully it doesn't, we will keep you guys posted and let you know about that online, on air, on social media, on Facebook, everywhere. So stay tuned, guys. And for now, thanks for tuning in. We will talk to you guys later. He says